'cause we've been putting in the hours. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us, 'cause we gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. We've been on the road, from the go. Hit my blow. You know we've been down for too long.
Back now in Los Angeles. What a terrific return here for the Rams. A wild card berth, but the visiting Redskins with a field goal try coming that would effectively end this storybook season. From 39 yards out, Dustin Hopkins. Oh, wait, whistles here. The kick actually went through, but I think a timeout was called.
And you can see Jeff Fisher right there talking to the officials, telling them that I came out and called a timeout, hoping for another playoff miracle.
You're hoping for one indeed. He called that timeout.
Hey, listen up. This is a real good place to be right now. We can take it over. Let's shift it and put the pressure on them.
So now all eyes back on the fourth-year man Hopkins. He did miss one earlier from 42.
Miss another one. Here we go. You're going to miss it. Miss it.
From 39. Oh! Quinn over the top, and he blocks it. And the Rams fall on the football.
Hey, man. Come on. This way. Let's go, Tree. That's big time, man. Let's go.
Now everything changes. The Rams are back in business. And here comes the rookie quarterback, Jared Goff.
All right, guys, this is our pod. Let's finish this thing right here. Let's finish it. One play at a time. Run it down their throat. O-line, let's go. Right here. Let's go, man. Just bring it.
3 minutes to play. The Rams come up on, without question, their biggest drive of the year. On first down, this is Gurley running right. And not a whole lot here to start the drive as the Redskin defense gets him down quickly. Now the Rams at 11-5 this year. Some would say surprise winners of the NFC West. Now they need a touchdown to stay alive. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The Rams come up on fourth down. One play remains to keep their playoff hopes alive. Desperation time for Goff on fourth. Austin's got it left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in an NFC wildcard game that is shaping up to be a classic. Back to Southern California after this. Goff on first down. Over the middle, he hits Austin. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 8 on the play, so they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Todd Gurley, so good all year. 1,100 yards as a rookie, 1,600 this year.
And they just want to ride him all the way through the final stretch of this game. Tough spot here, but they figure he can handle it.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. It's been more than a decade since either of these teams have won a playoff game, and one of them just a minute or so away from breaking that streak. On first and goal, Gurley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. to throw. And this is caught. It's Kendricks for the touchdown. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this wild card game.
I love it. Let's go. Let's go win this thing right now. All right, boys. Moving on or going home. Season comes down to 2 yards. I'm not ready to go home. I don't know about y'all. Let's do this right now. It doesn't matter if we run or pass. Who wants it?
Hey, bro. I'll be open, bro. I'll be open.
We got West right, half left, 372 scout right, Y seam, Z shape.
They will indeed go for 2. It's the play of the season right here. The Rams hoping to set up a date with a 14-2 Cowboys. And the catch is made by Tavon Austin. And the ball game is over. Fisher had the guts to go for 2, and the comeback is complete.
Let's go! I told you, man. Yes, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's big time right there.
Let's go, Trey. Nobody want to play us. Let's keep this thing rolling.
Los Angeles got their team. They made the playoffs, and their Hollywood story has at least one act left. This is Madden NFL 17.
Hey, well, that's exactly what it came for. You
NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Cowboys going up against the Cardinals. So let's send you out to the Valley of the Sun as we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the... ...25-yard line. On first down, it's Palmer. Over the middle here to Brown. That throw good for 4. It's second down. On second down, Palmer. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll come out in the pistol. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Partner, I know you call the play-by-play, but you know your ball. If I throw these numbers at you, all right, 6 yards shy of 2,000 of total yards from scrimmage for a rookie running back. What do you think?
Sounds like me in high school.
Sounds like you're doing it, right?
It's really fascinating in what he was able to do. The thing for me, though, he did that as a rookie. Where do you go from here? I mean, can you keep going up from those numbers your sophomore campaign?
I think that you can. He's had examples of that preceding him in the NFL. Some guys who are in the Hall of Fame right now. Remember, he had 16 total touchdowns because it's not just his ability to run it. He can catch it out of the backfield as well. No one plays harder than this guy does, down in and down out. I think he's just going to keep getting better.
Prescott now on second down. Going right side, he has Witten. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now Prescott on 4th down. And Dez has got it. Dez Bryant for the Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, you know something? Hard work and incredible efficiency does pay off. And that's Larry Fitzgerald of Arizona. 107 catches. I thought he's supposed to be getting older and slowing down.
I was just going to say, people are wondering when Father Time's going to catch him. But he's too fast for Father Time.
Right now, he's keeping Father Time at bay. And, in fact, is still continuing to flourish in the desert. Partner, I know we're supposed to be impartial and not root. But be honest, weren't you excited for the opportunity for David Johnson of Arizona to have 100 yards from scrimmage in each and every game this year?
Yeah, NFL record, 15 straight games at the century mark. Disappointingly, though, couldn't get that clean sweep, just 44 yards in the Cardinals' finale after he was forced to exit with a knee injury.
But how about the way he broke out in 2016? One of the stars of the future in the NFL.
They'll get 16 yards there, and it's good enough for an Arizona first. The man in motion is Brown. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down." They love being physical.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. Eluding the pressure right. Caught right side. Gresham fights off another.
I think the second.
There he goes right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jermaine Gresham, 38 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 2nd down, Elliott. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Tackle made by Marcus Golden. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And he fires one, but incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it brings up 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. So offense moving a little too slow there. Could not get set, and they get the penalty. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. First down throw for Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Oh, well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No,
you know
go.
I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they had been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year, they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
Got a man. It's complete. Williams, 18 yards there and a first down.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Prescott on first down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
Second down, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They come out here in the eye. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh.
They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. On 3rd down, Palmer. Fitzgerald's got it right side. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Back deep to return it is Lucky Whitehead. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A glance back at 2016 for Dez Bryant. 50 receptions, under 800 yards, had 8 touchdowns. What do you make of the season that Dez had?
Well, remember, it started with Dez injured, so it took a little while for him to get started. I'm going to make a bold prediction for you. Would not shock me at all if he doubled his catch number next year and darn near doubled his receiving yardage total. Because if he's healthy all year long, they're going to want to take some pressure off of the run game themselves, and Dak Prescott in his 2nd season should be that much more confident throwing it downfield.
Prescott now on 2nd down. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. A big 30-yard play on third.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there.
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Demarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Get ready. Blue 95. Zebra. Right now. Blue 95. Blue 95.
Off the play fake. Here's Palmer. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Let's go. Let's go. Wide 18. Wide 18.
Final play of the half. It's Palmer. Flush to his right. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Time running out here on the play clock. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Going right side. He has Winton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. A big play here for Dallas. 47 yards. So they're operating in the red zone. Bryant, the lone receiver left. From from the red zone now. Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. Here's Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now it's Ellington to return. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of the starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So completion on second down, that brings up third.
Get ready. Team. Let's go. Regular. Mirror. Get ready.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Right now. 18.
They go play action here on first down. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is not with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle. He can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
11 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for an Arizona first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now Palmer to throw on second down. Flushed out right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. Third down here. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
They go play action now. Palmer. They'll roll him out right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And now Bruce Arians, with the play clock running low, is going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They start on the ground with Elliott. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Throw right side, complete to Williams. A good pick up there of 20 yards. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this one complete to Winton over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And the play clock's running down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And now they're in the hurry-up. Prescott to throw. Going right side, he has Witten. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. In the red zone this time. One man in the backfield, Elliott. And they'll get it up the middle. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Come on, let's go.
Throwing here, Prescott. That's complete, right around the 8. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
It looks like they might be expecting a pass, an extra DB in on 3rd and goal.
And that's how the game has changed. Now we think pass first, even in goal line situations.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here we go. A big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
Let's go.
Now Prescott up, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Blue 50. Mirror. Right now. Wide 18.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. One last shot for Palmer. Steps away to his left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.
Put away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get from a little. I know you're terrified by what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave the lust, hard building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out. Like don't get loud when the come out. That's instant. Give up what your friends think. Tell they bougie. Go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap. Tell them break your neck. Go and bust a rhyme. Going down, pass it around, hey. Roll with me now, we running wild, hey. And nobody can, we on the town, hey. Never come down, I never come down. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me case.
First things first, you'll need to select your head coach, bearing in mind that you'll also be utilizing the playbook that he favors in the NFL.
I feel like dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody can. We
As we go along, be sure to keep an eye on your team's overall rating. Ideally, of course, it should be trending upward as the draft process goes along.
what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody can. We on the town. Hey, never come down. I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it.
Oh, how about this for a tough decision early on? Which direction they go here is going to say a lot about what this... Boy, you talk about a friendly turn of the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here.
I might lose it.
Oh, I tell you, you're not going to get too far in this competition without a superstar or two. And this guy right here certainly fits that billing. So, with a handful of starters already nailed, yeah, I don't think you needed a crystal ball to see that pick coming. That's all about loyalty and familiarity right there. These middle rounds are where your decisions can really impact your team. Because if you pass on certain positions, there's no guarantee you're going to see them again. Yeah, that's the kind of guy who can elevate that entire unit. He's a very talented addition. Tough call here. Do you try and get tougher up front or get yourself a player in what we call a skill position? Boy, it's finger-crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. And there's a pick that'll certainly help. Maybe not an impact signing, but you're not going to hit a home run every round. One Seahawk's been taken already. Could there be a second to go here? This is a pretty telling pick here. Do you go for a big bruiser up front or get yourself someone who could be a difference maker at a skill position? Oh, and that's a key upgrade right there. He's versatile, athletic, and a big upgrade over what they had. A bit of a dilemma with this threesome. Which side of the ball do you turn your focus to here? Boy, the skills just leap out at you with this guy. He will be a very important part of this ball club. Congratulations on completing all 15 rounds and putting together your first team in Madden Draft Champions.
Thank you, Larry. So the picks are in. We welcome you to this Draft Champions contest. I'm Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, ready to call the action. And let's get to it. Down to the field. It's time for kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Newton on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And some space here. And he slides to avoid the hit. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, Newton. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to D'Angelo Williams. And it's 3rd and short.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Cam Newton taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Throwing now, Palmer on first down. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. The 40, the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. Eric Decker, 78 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he's able to put it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out now come the Cardinals. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Willie McGinnis picked it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 30 yards on the pickup there. And the Cowboys are set up now with a 1st and goal. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Get ready. Blue 58.
First carry for the Hall of Famer Emmitt Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Emmitt Smith, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now Newton. Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Even though it fell incomplete, you see the value of a mobile quarterback. Great pass rush, but he was able to get away and still try to make something happen.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. Here's Newton. Flushed out right. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They will go for it. Now Newton. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Being chased out left. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd down following the run.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time. And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. From the gun on third down, Newton. A dump off to Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. Here we go on fourth. Newton. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 14 yards there on the pickup, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a first and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Play action. It's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third and goal.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch it. And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. They come out here in the eye. And Newton's going to keep it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, You must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Now it's Palmer, and that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. On third down, here's Emmett. And some room to maneuver. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. One receiver left, two to the right. They go play action here on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On first down, it's Palmer. Right side, there's Decker. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Eric Decker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to let this one go deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Night Train Lane. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Off the play fake. Here's Palmer. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's fourth down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half?
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So after the interception, here's Palmer. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They come out here in the eye. Palmer now. He's got time in the pocket. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Terrell Suggs coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Play clock winding down. Here's Palmer to throw. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
It's caught outright by Graham. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jimmy Graham, 50 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. You don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs. just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Chris Jones in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st and 10, Newton. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. So not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it. And he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They will go for it. Now Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Throwing now. Palmer on first down. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jimmy Graham with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And they win big on first down. Proves unfruitful. A lone second remains now in this third quarter.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And his throw here's incomplete. Back now in Baltimore. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Desperation time. Newton, fourth down. And this is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field.
Let's go, let's go. 7-19, 7-19.
On first and 10, it's Palmer. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
They come up in an offset eye. Now it's Palmer. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Off the play fake. Here's Palmer. Palmer's hit. Fumble. He loses the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And this offense last time turned it over. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board. But we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they?
No, bottled on fumble. It's out. It's loose. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Following the fumble recovery, Newton steps away to his left. And he's got room. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vinny Curry in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the
Can't fight it. He lost the football. It's out. The big fella. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. 4th quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. One man in the backfield, Elliott. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Newton on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Oh, Palmer looking to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
On 3rd down, Palmer. Can't find anyone open. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Newton now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd and short. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Here's Newton. Completes it to Lee. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Chris Jones. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Draft Champions here on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com/Madden. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.